So half of small businesses are gone by year 5. 2 out of every 3 are gone by year 10, and those numbers are real. You've seen them probably 100 times, but here's the part nobody points out. If you've been running your business for a while, you've already survived those numbers. That failure rate isn't for you. It came for you years ago and it missed. So then how come 5, 10, 15 years in, so many owners still hit a wall? Why do businesses doing 350K, 500K, or even $1 million a year quietly stall out and never grow again? So that's what this video is about, because the reason no one's giving you the truth about is the exact reason it's happening to you. And by the end of this, you'll know what to do about it. So look around online and you'll find 1,000 articles telling you why businesses fail. They all point to the exact same scapegoats. There's not a good market fit. You ran out of cash. You have a bad team. So here is what I want you to hear today. That advice isn't wrong, but it was not written for you. It was written for people who were still trying to get off the launch pad. So if you are past 3 years, 5 years, or even 10, give yourself some credit. You have a market. People buy from you. You survived the early crash crunches. You have a team in place, even if they aren't fully optimized yet. So when you're sitting at your desk at 11 p.m. after a brutal week, scrolling through those articles and feeling like none of it hits home, it's because it doesn't. Those are rookie problems, and you are not a rookie. You are a proven builder. Your actual challenge is much deeper. It's the hidden obstacle almost nobody talks about because it requires taking a hard look in the mirror. The real killer of a small business, one that has already proven its concept and survived the tough early years, is something almost every passionate owner does to themselves without even realizing it. So let me show you what it is. The number one reason great businesses plateau at 350K, 500K, or million isn't the economy. It isn't shifting market trends, and it isn't your team, your staff. It's you. Now, I don't say that to beat you up. I say that to empower you, because if you are the bottleneck, that means you hold the key to unlocking the next level. So a few years ago, a client named Saul came to me. He was doing around 250K in revenue, a solid, healthy business, but Saul was burning out. He was selling, delivering the service, managing the follow-ups, and putting out every single fire. We walked into our first session convinced that all he needed was one more push, one more late night, one more heroic sprint to break through. Saul was right about one thing. He was incredibly close to a massive breakthrough, but he was completely wrong about how to get there. His business had grown, but the way he was operating inside it hadn't evolved. He was still playing the role of chief fixer, the master operator, and the final decision maker for every minor detail. And here's the key. Saul didn't end up there out of weakness. He got there because in the early days, doing everything himself was the exact secret weapon that made him successful. It got him to that 250K. But the very habit that built his success was now acting as the anchor holding him down. He had become the ultimate ceiling of his own business. So once Saul finally recognized this pattern and shifted his role, his business didn't just grow, it skyrocketed from 250K to nearly $1 million. The market didn't magically get better. He changed the way he led. Once you see that pattern in yourself, you can never unsee it. And when you look at every owner who has successfully broken past that ceiling, there are 3 distinct moves that all make at the exact same time. So over the last 30 years, first building my own practices and then mentoring mentors across healthcare, insurance, and service-based industries, I've analyzed what separates the businesses that break through from the ones that stay trapped on a treadmill. And it always comes down to moving 3 vital pillars in unison. The mindset that got you to 500K will not get you to 2 million. The strategy that got you to 2 million will not scale you to 5 million. Too many incredible owners try to fuel bigger, more complex enterprises using the exact same mental models that they used when they started out. This is why you feel exhausted. Your business operations must upgrade, but your leadership mindset has to upgrade first. If you still view yourself as a person who has to touch everything, your business will demand that you do. So look at your team right now. They are a direct mirror of your leadership environment that ultimately you've created up to this point. Every single gap in your team's performance points back to the gap in leadership support. Most owners dream of a self-sustaining team that takes ownership, but they continue operating as the day-to-day manager rather than stepping into the true leader their team is waiting for. When you show up as the leader they need, they become the high-performing team you've always wanted. So keep that in mind. Finally, look at the engine itself, your systems, your processes, and your daily operations. In the early stages, it's fine for a business to run on duct tape, to run on hustle and the owner's memory. That works to get you to 500K. But a 2 million or 5 million relying on your memory causes friction and burnout. By building clear, elegant systems and operational workflows, the business begins to run seamlessly, whether you are in the office or taking a well-deserved vacation. So here's the golden rule. Fix just one of these and nothing really changes. Fix two and you'll see a quick spike in revenue before hitting another wall. But when you move all three at the same time, that is where true freedom and explosive breakthrough happen. So take my client, Stacy. She was a world-class operator, brilliant at what she did, but she was running her company like a day-to-day manager rather than the CEO. Together, we upgraded all three pillars simultaneously: how she thought about her growth, how she led her talent, and how the underlying systems executed the work. And the result? She shattered her previous records and achieved her single biggest revenue year of her career. Same market, same core business, but ran by an empowered leader who broke through her own ceiling. But here's the part I want to make sure you don't miss, because it is the part almost no one ever talks about. If any of what I just said is landing, and I mean actually landing, not just intellectually, you're not broken. You're at the ceiling and the current version of your business. There's a next version of it. You just haven't been shown what it looks like yet. That's why I put together the Business Growth Roadmap Call. It's free. It's 20 minutes. It's a real conversation about what's actually stopping your business from growing. It's not a sales pitch. So the link is in the description. Go book it and then come back and finish the video. So let's talk about the silent issue that never shows up in official economic statistics. When people talk about small business failure, they usually mean total collapse, bankruptcy, shutting down the doors, having to walk away. But for an established owner like you, that is rarely the real threat. The true danger is much quieter and much more common. It's the owner who stays stuck at the same level year after year after year after year, working the same 60 hours a week, generating the same income, carrying the same stress, calling it stable or steady. On paper, that business didn't fail. But in reality, that owner sacrificed a decade of their life to a version of business that had long outgrown. That is the invisible trap. The fact that you are watching this video right now proves you aren't going to let that happen to you. You are paying attention. You're noticing the pattern, and you're noticing it is the first step to breaking it. So the last thing I want to leave you with today is the single most important question every business owner must eventually answer. And here is that question. If absolutely nothing changed over the next 12 months, if you kept the exact same system, the exact same habits, the exact same leadership approach, and the exact same routine, would you be truly proud of where your business is 1 year from today? If your honest answer is yes, then keep doing what you're doing. Not every business needs to scale to infinity. Peace of mind and stability are fantastic goals. But if your answer is no, even just a small part of you, then you know exactly why you watched this video today. This was never about business statistics. This is about the conscious decision every leader reaches when they decide whether their next chapter is going to be a repeat of the last one or the beginning of something extraordinary. Helping owners navigate that exact leap is what my entire work is dedicated to. If you're ready to have that conversation, book the free Business Growth Roadmap call. Link is in the description below. It will be a straight look at what's actually stalling your business and what to do about it. That's it. I look forward to seeing you there.